Yesterday, April 1st, 2026, the most powerful rocket NASA has ever built for human spaceflight ignited the Florida coast. This massive space launch system lifted off exactly from Launch Pad 39B at the Kennedy Space Center. We are watching humans head back into deep space for the first time since 1972, when Apollo 17 astronauts left the last footprints in the lunar dust. The Artemis 2 launch effectively restarts crewed lunar exploration after a 54-year pause. This diagram shows exactly where the crew is right now. They are currently in high Earth orbit, circling the planet in a tight ring at 17,500 miles per hour. Inside the capsule is a 4-person crew, led by Mission Commander Reed Wiseman. Piloting the spacecraft is Victor Glover. Joining them is Specialist Christina Koch and Canadian Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen. Right now, they aren't shooting straight for the moon. The crew is running a critical 24-hour checkout phase inside their Lockheed Martin-built Orion capsule, actively testing the environmental and life support systems. Before mission control clears them for the deep space burn, NASA has to confirm that this specific vehicle survived the brutal trip to orbit, can sustain the crew's oxygen and water, and will shield them from intense solar radiation. Once that green light is given, Orion will fire its engines for the translunar injection, or TLI burn. This animation illustrates how that engine fire changes their trajectory. The thrust stretches their tight circular orbit around Earth like a rubber band, pulling it into a long, thin elliptical path pointing directly at the moon. Crossing that vast gap of deep space is going to take Artemis 2 about 4 full days, covering a massive distance of 240,000 miles. Tracking that speed, the crew is projected to reach the lunar vicinity right around April 5th or 6th. Hitting that TLI burn is the absolute commitment point. The maneuver strips them out of Earth's immediate gravitational grip, transitioning the crew from orbiting our planet to traveling through deep space. There is a major point of confusion trending right now about this mission timeline. A lot of people are asking exactly when the astronauts will step out onto the surface. The answer is, they won't. On this top-down map, Artemis 2 skims just 4,000 miles above the cratered surface. Instead of landing, they fly a free return trajectory, using the moon's gravity as a slingshot to whip around the far side and redirect momentum right back to Earth in a massive figure 8. NASA has to prove the Orion capsule functions perfectly under the unique thermal and radiation stresses of deep space before they will approve attaching a lander for Artemis 3. After rounding the moon, the crew faces a 4-day coast back home, ending with the capsule slamming into Earth's atmosphere at 25,000 miles per hour, glowing red-hot and wrapped in plasma. If that violent deceleration goes according to plan, Orion will splash down in the Pacific Ocean around April 10th or 11th, where U.S. Navy ships will be waiting. Surviving that intense heat proves the spacecraft's heat shield can handle the high-velocity returns required for all future deep space travel. A perfect 10-day flight yields the hard engineering data NASA needs to approve Artemis 3, the mission designated to put boots back on the moon. We have to figure out how to live and operate reliably in the lunar vicinity first, because that orbital infrastructure is the exact blueprint we will use to push humans to Mars. I'll be posting live updates on their trajectory all week, so let me know in the comments. Would you take a 10-day trip around the moon if you had the chance? Artemis 2 is a relatively brief flyby, but successfully completing this exact sequence of burns and orbital mechanics establishes the necessary foundation for a permanent human presence beyond Earth. Drop a like, subscribe for more space updates, and I'll see you in the next one.